Infinity Falls is the river rapids ride at SeaWorld Orlando. In the day and age where more parks are removing water rides, it was refreshing to see a park add such a long and ambitious entry into the rapids genre. This Intamin creation is now one of the best water rides in all of Florida. Find out why in this review. Located in Orlando, this SeaWorld park can get brutally hot in summer days. Just 5 years ago, this park only had a single water ride and journey to Atlantis. This is a great mock water coaster, but SeaWorld desperately needed another water ride to attract crowds on busy days and provide an alternative method of getting wet when Journey closes for refurbishment. In 2018, SeaWorld Orlando opened Infinity Falls. While several parks removed their river rapids rides over the past decade, this Florida park built the first new rapids ride in the United States in over a decade. And it was an exciting one too. The ride would be nearly 5 minutes long, spanning 1,520 feet or 460 meters. But the ride's focal point would be this ornate tower featuring a vertical lift and the largest drop on a rapids ride at 40 feet or 12 meters tall. I also love the general appearance of this attraction. It's lushly landscaped with tropical trees and rockwork. Then you also have an awesome musical score pumping throughout the area. The ride's opening was delayed a few months, attributed to testing and weather delays. Ever since opening, Infinity Falls is probably the attraction at SeaWorld most prone to downtime. It is open most days, but I would prioritize it early if it's operational. Plus, this attraction gets one of the longest lines in the park, so it's prudent to experience it early. The ride is located towards the back of the park, and it typically opens 1 hour after the rest of the attractions. So if you arrive during the first hour that it's open, you shouldn't have much of a wait. By the mid-afternoon, this ride can have a line around the hour mark. This is one of the most useful rides I have quick queue for. The ride is themed to the conservation of water. Guests are explorers for the Sea Collective, and the queue routes them through their Camp Passum expedition gear. Upon reaching the station, guests will encounter a moving loading platform. Each raft seats up to 8 riders, and if SeaWorld loads them fully, the line moves at a steady rate. And you're also likely to get wetter with the rafts full. Once dispatched, you round a slow corner and pass through a stone archway. In the ride's early years, there was a soaking and unavoidable waterfall here. However, this effect has since been disabled in my recent rides. But no worries, because you're still going to get soaked. Your raft careens through the first rapid, sending a large wall of water into the boat. Almost every single rapid in this attraction is large and powerful, which is just what the doctor ordered in Florida. After some turbulent turns that send some gentle splashes into the boat, you head towards a bridge. You dip downwards and zoom towards a massive rapid that soaks any guest going backwards. You then turn towards the conveyor belt lift hill and head to the upper section of the ride. This lift passes under the ride's final drop, which leaks water down on guests. I'm not sure if this effect was intentional or not, but it's deceptively drenching. At the top, you round a slow turn and again dip downwards and rush towards another large rapid. This one again will drench anyone going backwards. You then navigate some turns with decent rapids before encountering the most soaking part of the ride. You have this straightaway with 4 consecutive rapids. This has a high likelihood of drenching riders and also flooding the boat. You then float towards the elevator. Whoever goes backwards is getting doubly wet. While waiting for the elevator to rise, the tower drips some water on you, and then you'll also take the brunt of the final splash in the descent. The final drop feels unnaturally large for a rapids ride. However, it isn't too intense. It's pretty shallow and it feels like a ramp, which is understandable for the genre. It is surprising that you don't rotate during the drop or descent though. The final splash sends a wall of water directly upwards, and it lands on the backs of those going backwards. You then get a few final drippings as you pass under a pedestrian bridge. You then head towards the final lift hill back to the station, ending the experience. And at this point, you're most likely drenched. You are required to wear footwear on this attraction, so I strongly recommend packing flip-flops or covering your sneakers in plastic bags. The latter sounds stupid, but this attraction will drench exposed sneakers, which is the perfect way to get blisters. So what would I rate Infinity Falls? I would give this rapids ride a 9 out of 10. The long and involved layout is strong on its own. You have several strong rapids sending cascades of water into the boat. Then you have that record-breaking final plunge. But what really elevates the experience for me into that elite tier is the atmosphere between the visuals and music. This is my favorite water ride at SeaWorld Orlando and a must on a hot day. This is one of the best rapids rides in the United States, and the only one I prefer is ironically located just 20 minutes down the road at Universal. So those are my thoughts on Infinity Falls at SeaWorld Orlando. What are your thoughts on this Intamin River Rapids ride? Do you agree it's one of the best rapids rides out there? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.